That boy said, you know what I mean.
Nah, brother, you better define what you mean in this scene, brother. Ain't none of that inferring or nothing, brother. You must mean what you say and say what you mean in this climate, my guy.
Message, 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 message. How you doing, my boy? How you doing?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 154 of the Splashcast, the pregame. Y'all know what it is. This is our splashes of the week, our trending topics. Got a few things we're gonna talk about, man. I'm feeling good, man. How about yourself?
I'm feeling pretty good. The weather is nice. The vibes are immaculate. Ready to pod.
We don't really have a
ESPN
whole
been
lot to talk about.
ESPN been wilding today.
But yeah, they lost their mind. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing. So they had to create something. And boy, did they create
and
it.
create, did they, boy? Let me tell you.
They created it, but we'll get to that in our basketball segment. So with the pregame, man, y'all know we like to discuss uplifting stories, funny stories. Normally, a lot of the funny stuff comes with violence, and then also some of the things that we need to know. So,
violence is not the answer. Let me tell you that.
It might have been at one point, but if you got one move and they figure that out, it's a wrap.
Then you ain't got. Then you don't have a move no more.
It's a wrap.
It's zero.
But before we get started, y'all can always remember to like, follow, subscribe, tell a friend, like the videos, hit the bell. Y'all know we got a lot of stuff coming.
Like the post, tell your grandmama about the podcast, tell your cousin that you need to call anyway, tell him about the podcast. And listen to the playlist too, all of that, man. We here to support you.
Yes, sir. So let's get into it. So hey, baseball news. I'll read it first before we get into the discussion because the timing is interesting. The Major League Baseball has changed its records and are now allowing newly integrated stats based on data from the Negro Leagues. As of last Wednesday, Josh Gibson will replace Ty Cobb and Babe Ruth atop multiple leaderboards, as well as other Negro League players will be in there as well. The revised records, even certified as official, will not sway everyone. Of course, there has been backlash. So, first off, before we move on, let's go ahead and get a round of applause for that, because the fact that they got a whole lot of Negro League baseball players recognition that been deserved it. Ooh, that's bad grammar. That have deserved it and needed that recognition is fantastic.
Yeah, grandmama tapped him on the shoulder. Hey, yeah. Baby, you should get
that right. So first of all, shout out to Josh Gibson, who probably is the most, I wouldn't say the most known, but in terms of knowing about talent and being robbed because of the time and the color of her skin, possibly being one of the greatest hitters and or baseball players of all time. It was good. Appreciate that. Of all time, definitely deserves some credit.
Yeah, I first. All right, I'll be real here. I gotta get into it first. You knew as soon as I saw this, the first place, and I'm not a person who ventures to this place very often, but I've started to learn the internet, and sometimes I have to do a better job about being active participant on the internet. Mm-hmm. The racist was out, and I'm talking about the racist came right on out very fast under every one of these posts. Angry, racist, and disrespectful, and uncommon speeds. And I was like, boy, y'all just gonna say all of this out loud like this? And they did.
When have they never ever not said it out loud though?
I mean, you're right. I wasn't super surprised by that. It was what it was. But boy, y'all don't care about any of that. Y'all just gonna say whatever y'all want to, wherever y'all want to, and gives you a safe place to do that. That's what's up.
all the follows. Yeah, we're getting a bunch of follows.
Yeah.
But so yeah,
But hold on. I said all of that to say it did bring the races out, but the overarching thing that matters the most is we are finally recognizing these people as they should. It makes me feel really good to see a lot of people who I grew up. This is something that education starts at home. My parents taught me a lot about a lot of these people. Not any classroom I've ever been in. But at the same time, I'm happy that there's actually, they're going back and doing this. And one of the guys was like, this isn't like a different league per se. This is the equivalent of the American League, the National League, and the Negro League. This isn't a different sport or anything like that. And once you think about it in that context, essentially that's what it was. They just weren't allowed to play in the white league.
Every Hall of Fame baseball player from 1940-ish to 1960, late 60s, that was black played in the Negro Leagues. Willie Mays, Jackie Robinson, Hank Aaron, just to name a few, right? So, I mean, then you had Satchel Paige, who was pitching until he was 60, yep, throw and striking people out. Didn't get into the major leagues till he was in his 40s and still struck people out. Willie Mays, arguably the greatest baseball player of all time, at least of his generation, said Satchel Paige was the best pitcher he had ever seen in his life. So for the racists to come out and get all upset, and I actually went through some of the comments. They didn't actually talk about the talent. They couldn't say anything about the talent. They didn't say anything like they weren't deserving. They didn't say, all they was like, well, so are we going to change the records for everybody? No, are we going to change the records for everybody? So now does that mean that whatever stupid record that's not part of baseball, we should bring back Pete Rose and all that? I was like, Pete Rose cheated. Like that's he bet on the game.
That's a false equivalency, number one. And the other one I heard was this Japanese baseball league. No. That's not American baseball in America. These were Negro League players in America who are not allowed to play. There's a big difference here.
And y'all claiming Babe Ruth now. I bring this up every time we talk about old folks in baseball. Babe Ruth might not be with y'all. Babe Ruth.
Oh, he ain't the only one. What's the other one? The dude from Mexico.
That's you set me up for that one, but I don't know.
Nope, hold on. Oh, Ted Williams.
Oh yeah. Ted Williams, Babe Ruth.
Y'all trying to claim Big T for forever. Big T is not on y'all team. Let me tell y'all. Nope. And y'all other Big T lost. So yeah, hold that hell. Ooh, I've been waiting. You know what me and you talked about. I've been waiting on somebody to say that. So
Lord.
Come on now.
Oh Lord. But shout out to the Negro Leagues, man. They definitely deserved it. I'm so happy that Josh Gibson gets all the due in the world. Unlike you, I actually grew up watching all of the black baseball stuff in school. That's something that was kind of part of our curriculum. So like we knew about Josh Gibson.
Curriculum. Black people? No. I was gonna say, because I couldn't remember for the life of me. Excellent Negro League Baseball movie, Soul of the Game, with Delroy Lindo. It chronicles Satchel Paige and Josh Gibson specifically. It's just an excellent movie. It's one of those movies that I've always kind of thought back on. It's been a big part of my life. Excellent movie. And now I kind of want to see where I can watch it.
Oh, you probably could find it somewhere. But again, shout out to the Negro Leagues finally getting some of their just due. Shout out to baseball, doing the right thing. Shout out to baseball.
More black baseball.
You got to bring that back. We also have in black baseball, we have the first black head coach in women's softball college World Series. Marissa Young, Duke's softball's head coach, is the first black head coach to appear at the Women's College World Series, leading the Duke Blue Devils in to the World Series as their first black coach in history. She's the first coach in Blue Devils softball history. She was named head coach when the program started in 2015. In her 6 years at Duke, she's put together a 213 and 97 record and led the Blue Devils to multiple ACC championship. She's a former All-American pitcher at Michigan. And they will face, of course, they face three-time reigning champion Oklahoma Sooners. But before they get there, shout out to
them Sooners are good. The Sooners are good, but we all Duke Blue Devils today. How about that?
Shout out to them for making that appearance. Shout out to Miss Marisha Young.
Yeah, this is one super exciting for me. Yeah, I'm rooting for Duke. I don't think I've ever thought that I would say that, but yeah, go Blue Devils.
Yeah, go Duke. So we're always rooting for everybody. What do we say?
Don't. Hey, we root for everybody. Black, right? Hey, we're going for the blacks.
Oh man,
you got me saying it now.
Yeah, a bunch of followers today. Also, the story of the Birmingham-Southern baseball team is one that is movie worthy, Netflix worthy to say the least. So the Birmingham-Southern College, after 168 years, is shutting down due to financial instability. The BSC baseball team, backed by $100,000 GoFundMe, begins play in the D3 College World Series, which was 2 days ago, for a school that doesn't exist anymore. In one of the more bizarre stories ever.
Yeah,
Your baseball team. Say it. It's right there. The layup is right there.
Yeah. The baseball team existing longer than the actual school is wild. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm happy for you guys. Unfortunately, they ended up losing, I think, on a walk-off home run over the weekend. But them HBCUs want that school.
Yeah. That's not what I was going to say.
They want it.
If I am the administration and I actually care about this school and I've been begging you mofos for money and y'all can
I'm begging.
And y'all can get $100K in a week for the baseball team and our school is in hey, you don't get in financial instability in a couple months. That's years that I've been begging for money. I'm holding y'all accountable the same way we hold HBCUs accountable. Now, the silver lining is, hey, you may be absorbed. You may be absorbed by one of them HBCUs.
You might get old Polytechnic. You remember when
we became Kennesaw State. Yeah, go. We're gonna get you. Alabama gonna become a system. Alabama State or Alabama A&M gonna be a system.
Black school and college. That's what that is.
BSC, black school and college. So look, man, we hope y'all had a wonderful time. I hope you know that you will be pledging some type of Divine Nine if you decide to stay at that school any longer. You will be able to transfer your degree to Alabama A&M, Alabama State, Talladega, or wherever else you need to go.
That they are changing the logo to the Black Panthers.
That's not funny.
It ain't funny, but we have to deal with this so much. Bro, we gonna laugh today now.
Yeah, they tried to take all our HBCUs in North Carolina. At least y'all just went out one at a time. They tried to take all of them in North Carolina and make them the University of North Carolina school system.
Oh, they're already the Panthers. This is set up. Oh man.
And they black and gold. You know what? We out there.
You're gonna be mad because you want to know what the name was before it was Birmingham College?
What?
Southern University.
For real?
1856 to 1918. Former names: Southern University.
Ooh, 1856.
Give us that
Southern
on back.
1865.
Come on, and their logo is a Black Panther.
Oh, the Black Panther. Yo, you ain't even got to file, big dog.
No,
you ain't got to go out of business. Go ahead and just transfer. Listen, Birmingham Southern. We have here at the Splash
Dr. Umar, this your school right here.
No, you stay up in Philly. Hey, no. Birmingham-Southern College. The Splash Cast has a proposition for you. Let us facilitate the merger. Where you can go be a part of Alabama State is already black and gold. You can be the Alabama State at Birmingham Black Panthers with the white baseball team. Do you know how I'd write the story for that at Southern Netflix like 50 did he? I'd do the same thing.
For Diddy. You got for Diddy.
For Diddy.
Yeah. And I'm keeping BSC and I'm changing it to Black School and College. I'm putting a high school
the Black
on
School
the
and
campus.
College Panthers. The Black Panthers. Yep. Doing it. Stamp. Put that on there. This is going on the Instagram.
I'm gonna tell you. Brief moment of transparency here. When this Splashcast thing take off like I think it is, I'm gonna tell you. Me and Reggie will be buying stuff like this. I want them to do nothing. Oh man. And we wouldn't do nothing but make Mike Professor Xavier over there.
What? Oh man. We wouldn't
come on,
nothing.
G. Come on, G. Come on down to my school now, Black School and College.
All right.
We have to get him a little scooter or something. Because he No, he would be the perfect black Mr. Professor Xavier. Yeah.
Worthy. So, but again, that was a great story. I would love for it to get bought up by a black college and then go to Netflix afterwards. Where are they now? That would be great.
Yeah. Boy, hey, you better not let the what's the dude who made the fake college football team?
Bishop Sycamore? I get him right there.
BS. He too close. Bishop Sycamore too close to Birmingham-Southern.
Y'all say what y'all want about that man. I bet you they wouldn't be in no financial distress. They wouldn't be in no financial distress if he was there. They'd be done stole the chicken from Walmart.
And
they too close to Mississippi. You can go get the Brett Favre to forward some stuff up.
Bishop Sycamore had about 3 or 4 guys who hated the college. Like, now he might have ruined your transcript in the process. You may never be eligible to win anything from the home shopping network.
You can go play at BSC though. Come on down to Black School and College. Come on, come play there.
Yo, we need that. We need that for us. We need to get one back.
Man, that would be great.
The black elite have to get together. We got to steal one back. They done took and you talking about North Carolina. They tried to end the HBCUs in Mississippi. They need to get their little money together and be like, no, we'll take that one.
They went through.
This is like Monopoly, bro. Give me Marvin Gardens right now. I want it.
we already expanded to the West Coast. You see, they already opened up that one over there. So we back.
And we moving on. No HBU segment. We just made one right there. Yep. Look how that happened.
Moving on, man. Shout out to Simone Biles. Simone Biles records her record-extending 9th all-around national title as U.S. gymnastics champion. She did it last Sunday ahead of the next month's Paris Olympics. The 4-time Olympic gold medalist came into the second day of the senior women's all-around competition in first place and kept and held on to it. I believe she is going to going to compete in Paris for the Olympics. I believe this is going to be her last one, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what she said.
I mean, what else? 9 in a row. Yeah, like that to me is the thing. Is the queen continues to reign, number one. And I hate to say this, but it's tough to find somebody who's had a better run than her in sports ever. She's like in the Serena category.
I was about to say Serena.
Like,
Tom Brady.
Like for instance, Steph, you don't have a run like this. LeBron, you don't have a run like this.
Jordan's the only one that I can think of.
If Serena, Tiger, Simone,
Jordan,
Floyd,
Brady,
Jordan. Yeah,
Brady.
Yes.
Yeah. 7 and 13 or whatever it was. That's crazy. But yeah, and the fact that she's winning and keeps winning in a sport where
Oh, she's happily married, so she beat Tom. Was that?
Oh,
I
back on the
wasn't invited
Netflix
to the
roast.
roast, man. If
Lord,
I've been a
Jesus.
Tom Brady supporter through the most difficult of times. If I can't get one shot in there, then are we really not real friends?
It is what it is. But shout out to Simone, man. She again, man, kudos to her. Let's move to I guess we can move on to speaking of shots. Your man Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder was ready. First off, the reason we're showing this before is not because of the fit, not because he was confident, it's because of the caption. The caption of this says "Wild bangs and coming in just a few hours." That is crazy.
No, I actually was talking about the fit and the way he looks. First of all, he looked like DC Old Fly. Why anytime that your jacket, your pants, and your shirt all have the same print on them, you wrong. Why does he look so skinny when he's about to fight a man who's 270 pounds?
85.
Everything about this says nope, you probably should not do it. This is not what I think a heavyweight fighter should be looking like, going into a fight. Everything about this says there. First of all, where is everybody at? It looked like it's a cameraman and a cheese plate. You don't look ready to fight. You look like you're ready to hit Dre's in Las Vegas, maybe, and make some poor life decisions. Speaking of, you did make poor life decisions. But overall, this is just the fit was bad, and it would told me everything I should have known about the fight. They should let me see this first.
So the thing about this fight is I went back and was listening to Deontay Wilder and his rhetoric walking up to the fight. Prime Wilder used to be yelling, screaming, I'm going to do this. Extremely, extremely confident. Wilder said in one of the lines that lasted to me was, yeah, if this one doesn't work out, this is probably it. Sound like you was defeated before you even got there. Like you sounded like it was over before you even got there. And I think Wilder, well, we don't have to think. I think Wilder knew it was over with. Him fighting somebody he already fought somebody that was 70 pounds heavier than him before, and it didn't work out. He got beat by Fury, and all he did was just lay on him, basically. So it was gonna be difficult for this to happen. And I saw some of them videos. Them training videos he was doing.
It's just spinning around. That's what got him whooped. Hey, you better keep your eye on the man with the two fists punching you. First of all, this dude the dude he fighting looks like a Mortal Kombat character.
Yep, mixed with Shrek.
And
Shrek if we play Mortal Kombat.
Shrek and Goro.
Yeah,
that's what he looked like.
That's what he looked like. He looked like
and
Goro.
I bet he looked like he had 4 arms too. The way he's pummeling you. But for me, I was actually gonna say, man, I hope he's rich enough to retire. He got a family, man. Enjoy your time with your family. You had a good run, man. You came from kind of out of the blue. You had a successful run. You've made your imprint on boxing, and I hope you made enough money that you can just live your life. You win some, you lose some. But
at least he does have the self-awareness to know. He has the self-awareness to know that I need to get out. Like he doesn't need to keep fighting to have damage or anything like that, because he is a knockout artist. He's not really ever been known as a boxer. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful manner. I mean that in the manner of he's not going to sit there and outskill you in the ring. He's going to catch you, and his fists were so fast and so heavy that all he needs to do is just hit you with the jab and you stunned. And then I'm going to come back with the right cross, and that normally put people out. So when you have those two bombs just waiting I don't really need to learn nothing. Now, it came back to bite him. It's like the person that can only dunk. After a while, somebody either catch up with you or your knees don't work and stuff.
Call you Stroll Mile Swift.
So I am glad that if he is gonna lose, and I hope that he does bow out gracefully. just so he doesn't get any more damage. Because we don't like to see
Yeah.
our people fall.
No, at the end of the day, man, he gave us a lot of fantastic. I mean, he gave us him and Fury put on a show for us. That was greatly appreciated, man. They say he's made anywhere from $50 to $70 million.
Then he should have made
Yeah.
more than that. He should have made more than that. He should have made that on the Fury fights alone.
I see 46.5 on the low end. They say he got 25 million off the second Fury fight.
Right. So that means he made 20 million for every other fight.
Yeah, they say. I mean, they say he made like 70, which I mean, 70 million to fight a few. You know, now you fought against some monsters. I ain't gonna lie to you. You was taking fights against large humans, but more than anything,
yeah. But we never got Wilder Joshua. That was the fight that everybody wanted to see. It seemed like it could never materialize. They always we definitely not getting it now. But it seemed like it never really materialized. So unfortunately we won't get that. But hey man, it's somebody else's time now. It is what it is.
Yeah. And we will all look back on the Wilder time and say, man, he was fun to watch.
Will we? I guess. Yeah, we will. We'd be a nice friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. To this day. He got one of the most iconic lines in sports.
That ain't in the boxing ring. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of the pregame. Y'all know what it is. Remember, like, follow,
Reggie's
subscribe.
Just gonna step all over the man's $70 million
career. Follow and subscribe. We actually are gonna take a break about 2 minutes, and then we'll be right back with our episode 154. No HBCU segment this week. We will be doing basketball because there's a lot to talk about in basketball. You know, we have our NBA Finals. Then we got to jump into Caitlin Clark discussion, as well as then we'll get to football as well. So with that being said, y'all stay tuned.